How's it going, guys? Welcome back to my high round solo strategy for the map TranZit on Black Ops 2 Zombies. And basically we have headed back to the power station for the second time here. What we're going to do is we are going to place the turbine that we picked up right next to the top of that outhouse, because just below that there is a basically a panel that you activate with the turbine, and that will open up the door to where the Pack-a-Punch location is in the town section of the map. So you don't actually have to go down below to put the turbine right next to that door. You can just place it right there and it will still turn on that switch in that area for Pack-a-Punch. From the last episode as well, I'm still carrying one of the 4 parts for the jet gun that we picked up in the power station. You can see it just there below where the Colt is being held in the heads-up display. It is like a wire, a spool of wire or something like that. But first up, what we're going to be doing is we are going to be building the Pack-a-Punch machine, and then we're going to be Pack-a-Punching the weapons that we've got at the moment. So that is the plan of attack. I'm just going to fast forward through the rest of this bus trip here. Alright, so now we're in the town location. We're going to jump out here. We're going to go through to the bank area. You just use a grenade or explosive weaponry to open up the first door there, and then the second one down there exactly the same way. It's a little bit easier if you have sticky grenades, but either way it's not too bad. Then you want to head down the stairs. Now we have it open up this area by placing the turbine, as we saw earlier. You can pick up one of the parts there for the Pack-a-Punch machine, which is like the it's like a small desk or bench that it sits on top of. We're going to place that on the buildables table down the end of the corridor here. Up next we have the battery. Apparently Black Ops 2 Zombies Pack-a-Punch machines require a car battery for some reason. So we're going to place the battery on the buildables table as well. And then we've got the top part of the Pack-a-Punch right here. And that should be the final part that we need for Pack-a-Punch to be created. So we're going to Pack-a-Punch the starting pistol here, the Colt, and get Mustang and Sally an awesome choice of weaponry, although not quite as good as it was in Black Ops when we had Flopper, but it's still very, very good as long as you're careful not to kill yourself. Now we're going to Pack-a-Punch the RPD as well, and that is going to be a beast in terms of ammo capacity. And we should be good now to get through a few rounds with what we've got. I'm going to go back and pick up the part for the jet gun that we dropped back there when we swapped that out for a Pack-a-Punch machine part. You can also store your points there in the bank that we walk past the golden keys there. And you can retrieve points there as well. Okay, I'm going to get Stamina Up. Stamina Up is a really, really good perk for this map because you do a lot of running around. Especially getting through the fog and stuff like that on foot, it helps to have stamina up for obvious reasons. So we're going to place the first part for the jet gun there on the bench in that room, and we'll still need to get the other parts though to finish that off. So what we will do is we will catch the bus. I'm getting on top of the bus here, and that will make it leave the area a little bit quicker than it normally would. And we'll just run this zombie around on top of the bus. And we will head on through to get another turbine, hopefully. Sometimes the turbine will still be going back where we placed it to open the Pack-a-Punch up, and you won't be able to pick up another one. But we'll head on through to the bus depot area. And I will once again fast forward this bus trip as well. Alright, so yeah, we are going to head through to the bus depot location, and we may or may not get a turbine there, depending if the first turbine that we placed is still going or not. And for some reason, I decided to jump off the bus there. Do not know why. Cannot remember. But we are finally at the bus depot here, so we're going to jump down and see if we can grab another turbine. Okay, so we did get one, which is good. So that'll come in handy. And we're going to head through now to the diner location. Now on the way, we are going to pick up the jet engine part for the jet gun, and that is located in the tunnel. So there are 3 spawn locations. It will be random each time. You can see we've actually, during this game, we've unlocked the so-called perma perk for metal boards, because we've been boarding up a lot of windows as we've been going around on the bus. So that's pretty cool. Takes the zombies longer to rip them off. It's a shame that these perks don't stay with you longer than they do, but you can lose this perk and then gain it back several times during a single game, I've noticed. Okay, so the location for the jet engine on this occasion is right here. At the top of these stairs on that little, I don't know what you would call that, but cement area. And hopefully we can get back on the bus here. You have to time it exactly right. You don't get too many tries. If you miss the doorway, you'll have to run the rest of the way on foot. But let's fast forward through to the diner now. Now, while we're watching this, it's worth mentioning that quite a few people had the theory that there would be a second bus unlocked at some point here in TranZit. And my theory is, if that is the case, then it will likely be a route that heads out from the tunnel and turns right where the highway ends at a barrier. But whether that happens or not, once we work out what the and I was just seeing if the clock did something special if I placed the turbine there, but I don't think it did really. But yeah, now die. We're not really going to be doing anything here at the diner because we've just pack-a-punched our weapons, so we don't really need to hit the box, especially because I already have monkey bombs. So we're actually going to head on now through to the farm location once again, where we're going to be hanging out, killing some zombies, the usual. Yeah, but maybe when we get the TranZit cards working, and at some point in the next DLC or two, there can't be that many more DLCs to come actually, but maybe that will unlock another bus route like the night bus that we saw on the sign in the bus depot notice board. Or not. We'll have to wait and see. But my theory is that the barriers will open up at the end of that highway as you come out of the tunnel and turn right, and you'll be able to travel around that hill to another map or section of the map or something like that. But who knows? That could be completely wrong. Very, very curious to know what those nav cards will end up doing though, because they must have some sort of big plans for them to be in 2 different maps in Black Ops 2 Zombies. Okay, so trying to get the bus to leave again, so we have a nice open area free of buses to run zombies around in. Then we'll jump back off and start killing some zombies in this spot. So basically you can use whatever weapon you're comfortable with in these earlier rounds, but once you get to about round, say, 40, 50 onwards, you really want to be using the jet gun all the time to kill zombies. It's the quickest way. You don't need ammo for it. It's very, very easy. So yeah, that's basically, it's an amazing weapon in that you could potentially go as high as you want without ever needing ammo with that thing, which is pretty awesome. Because in a lot of maps, ammo becomes an issue, as does the power of the weapon. But the jet gun basically kills at any round and doesn't need any ammo. So it is a pretty amazing gun if used correctly. Some people are a bit scared of it and probably don't know how to use it quite so good, but I'll be showing you how to do that efficiently later on in this strategy guide. For now, the Galvan Knuckles is still a one-hit kill, so just building up as many points as we possibly can. And we're going to get double tap 2 here as well, which is an amazing Amazing perk that they have improved greatly from the first version of Double Tap, which a lot of people didn't even like or bother getting most of the time, because some people felt it wasted their ammo, so it was a bad thing. I didn't mind it because of the rate of fire. I figure you're killing zombies quicker, so it's all good. But Double Tap, where you spend the same amount of ammo for double the power, Double Tap 2 is awesome, and really makes a noticeable difference to most regular weapons. So this is basically where we start training the zombies, in this spot right here. It is very, very easy, very simple. If you go too far out in the edges of this area, the denizens will start spawning. But it's fairly obvious where those signs are. It's the boundary kind of where if you go outside of that, the denizens will spawn in. Start pouncing on your head, which is not good. So we're just going to train some zombies for a bit here. As you can see, we're still getting plenty of drops. In Black Ops 2, like I've said before, you do tend to get a lot of drops. So the Galvan Knuckles are a 2-hit kill now, as you can see. We're going to save a few claymores here for later on. You don't have to do that. There's a cap in Black Ops 2, which there never was in the original Black Ops, to the amount of claymores that you can save, and that's kind of a good thing, because what would happen is if people save too many claymores, like if they had 50 claymores or however many claymores down in the map, it would lead to the game crashing. So I guess Treyarch decided to put a cap on the number of claymores you can save. So if you put down, I think, something like more than 10 or something like that, they'll just explode as soon as you place them, so preventing you from saving too many like that. But that comes in a little bit handy around the 40. Like, you can go to around 40 in this map without ever needing to worry about ammo, but from around 40 onwards, ammo gets a bit scarce, and if you don't have the jet gun, of course, having a few claymores saved can help you get exactly what I got there, which is a max ammo by hoarding the zombies up, placing a claymore to take out most of them, and hopefully getting a lucky drop like that. And we have an insta-kill, which is always good. So basically the main spawn locations is you're going to get them spawning right there where the gate is. You're going to get about 3 spawn locations right below the base of that tree. And there's a couple right back there where I'm pointing right now as well. So if you go too close towards the fire, to the not the fire, the lava, you'll get some spawning right back behind the lava, and then they'll start catching on fire as they come across the lava towards you. But once you know where they spawn, you can kind of avoid getting stuck on the rises and stuff like that. So we've basically got the RPD, we've got the Mustang and Sally, we've got claymores, we've got monkeys, and although I'm probably not going to be using it in this game because it's more of a guide on how to do things without having played it previously, we also have the pack-a-punched hammer, the sledge hammer, in the fridge, the farmhouse as well. So the bus is back. Now this will happen from time to time. Of course, the bus will make a full circuit of the map and come back and park here, which cuts down the area you have the train in quite significantly. All I do when that happens is I jump up on the roof of the bus straight away, just wait until you start to get overwhelmed by zombies, and then just jump straight back down again. That will, as long as you're up there for long enough, that will cause the bus to leave, so it gets out of your way quicker. And then you'll have the whole area again to train in. It's not even that hard to train here with the bus there, but I just prefer to get rid of it quickly. Unfortunately, we weren't up there long enough in this case for it to start to leave. You know it's going to leave, of course, when the bus horn blows. But you'll see basically how I do this a bit more clearly as we get into the higher round. It's still the kind of round where it's low level and it doesn't matter too much what you do. Okay, so the bus is taking off. Got some zombie passengers on top there. And they'll be coming back at us through the lava, no doubt. But we're going to use the RPD for a bit here. And yeah, ventured a little bit too far in the fog. We got a denizen coming at us there. But yeah, with this type of weapon, the RPD, we can build up a ton of points here for if we decide to hit the box again. But we don't really need to too much. I don't think there's anything else we really need to get at this point or buy. Speed cola, I guess we could get that. Most of you guys will probably get quick revive as your 4th perk. Whether you want to have speed cola instead of double tap 2 or stamina up is completely up to you. I personally, like, if you're going for the really high rounds, looking at the long game, you're probably better to get speed cola over double tap, because double tap's going to be no good when you're using the jet gun past round 50 or whatever, whereas speed cola can help a little bit. And definitely stamina up for if you do go down and you have quick revive and you want to get to jug quickly and stuff like that. I would recommend stamina up. Jug for obvious reasons. Alright, so we've got double points. We're going to try and get a ton of points off these zombies with the RPD. And yeah, that will probably be pretty much the end of the round right here. I don't think too many more are spawning in, so we'll leave it here for this episode, guys. We'll come back for episode 4. Oh, they're still spawning in a little bit here. We might finish the round first, and then we'll leave it at that and come back for episode 4 in the next video to follow, guys. So I hope you're enjoying this. Please remember to rate and comment. Would be much appreciated. But for now, it is Slippy Jim out. Thanks for watching.